wounded Indian troops. Gilded staterooms became hospital wards.
The banqueting room is full of hospital beds, the music room is full of hospital beds. It's surreal. Lots of people aren't even aware that Indian soldiers fought in the First World War, let alone were hospitalised here in Brighton.
In fact, well over 1 million Indian troops served in Europe, Asia and Africa. Treating Indian wounded at the pavilion was a propaganda coup. King George V, also Emperor of India, visited to award a Victoria Cross. The recipient, mere dust of the British Indian Army, for gallantry at the Battle of Ypres in Belgium in 1915. What most didn't realise at the time was that his family story also had a dark side. He had a brother.
He did, and the story is that his brother actually defected to the German army and received the Iron Cross, which was the German equivalent of the Victoria Cross.
From 1916, the hospital's role changed. It became a convalescent home for British amputees, and their presence received virtually no publicity. No one really wanted to see what artillery could do, literally tear men apart. A rare photograph album has just been lent to the pavilion's collection. A nurse, Betty Donnelly, married one of the amputees and kept an affectionate record of her time there.
It's not a very widely known story, and yet it was used as a limbless hospital for over 4 years, whereas its use as an Indian hospital was only for about a year.
One small photograph is especially haunting. The men sitting on the lawn, crutches spread out before them. It looks as if they've all been cut down in a single sweep by some giant scythe. The amputees created their own newspaper, The Pavilion Blues. The cartoons had a dryish English sense of humour. 1914, off to the Western Front. 1918, off to the Brighton Front. Up on the South Downs, well away from the town and the Royal Pavilion, there's a memorial to the Indian soldiers who died in hospital here. The Chatri, it's called, an umbrella of stone and marble. 53 Indian Army soldiers were cremated up here during the Great War. One of them, Manta Singh. In the photo, he's in the centre at the back, tall and proud, a fearsome Sikh warrior. At his side, an English Army officer, Captain George Burton Henderson, whose life he saved in battle in France. Their respective grandsons meet at the Chatri every year for a remembrance service.
According to the story we were told, it was in the month of March, and Captain Henderson got wounded, and my grandfather was bringing him back to the safety line in a wheelbarrow, and then he got shot in the leg as well.
Manta Singh's wounds became infected, and he died of gangrene in Brighton in 1915. Out of his selfless act of bravery, the Singh and Henderson families have become fast friends over several generations.
This was part of an extraordinary period of history, with great loyalty, huge affection, and it carries on today, as Jaimal and I are here with my grandsons and a granddaughter and my daughter, and we're very proud to be associated with it, and we get a wonderful welcome when we go back to India.
Over 70,000 Indian soldiers gave their lives in the Allied cause during the Great War. Let us adapt to Rupert Brooke's poem The Soldier, composed in 1914. If I should die, think only this of me, that there is a corner of some foreign field that is forever India.